Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by. If you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. Let's talk about some fragrance. We have reviewed several fragrances from this line. Throughout the video, I will do my best to link some of those other fragrances, which I find will be relevant to this review. Things in the same scent family or the same idea, basically. But let's talk about this fragrance specifically. It's very special. It reminds me of another. I'll tell you about that. And I'll let you know some of my other thoughts, give you the notes on it, everything like we normally do. So, this is Al Rehab Golden Sand. Golden Sand is super popular. I went and I looked at it though, and I was afraid that because it was popular, that it would be, kind of higher priced. It was between $4 and $5 US every time I checked it. So it's actually less than most of the other Hour Hop scents. Okay. It is 6 milliliters, zero point 0.2 fluid ounces, just like the rest of them. Same kind of packaging, just of course, they change the label as far as identifying the scent, but same thing. Same thing. All of them too, rollerball. You've got these cute little metal caps. Nothing different. Nothing different. Actually, let me show you. Yeah, all of the tops are the same. I don't think any of them have gold tops. All of them are silver. And I'm hoping you can see that. It's got Our Hob on the top. That's all I was showing you. Let's talk about the notes per Fragrantica. Then let's talk about my personal notes that I made on this scent. So Fragrantica says that the notes are caramel, vanilla, amber, oud or agarwood, as well as floral notes. Okay. All of this is accurate. I don't disagree with any of that. I smelled it fresh out of the pack when I got it and realized, oh my gosh, I'm definitely giving this to my daughter. And not because it smelled in any way off. It smelled fantastic, but it smells just like something she would enjoy. I let her smell it. And immediately she said, that smells like Sol de Janeiro. Maybe 62 and 40 mixed. She mixed hers together. She sprayed them both on her arm, her 62 and her 40. I smelled it and it was this just with coconut. Okay. They have more coconut in one of them, I think 62. So, what does that tell me? If you like Sol de Janeiro, this is an excellent one to add to your rotation. Okay. If you are looking to customize this a bit, I have a couple of ideas, but let's get through the Sol de Janeiro fact. I know that many people like the line, but they may not be a huge fan of coconut specifically as a note. If you're somebody that's like, I love these tropical kind of influence scents, but coconut is not really me, this can get you somewhere in the ballpark without going to coconut because there is no coconut in it. Another thing you need to know, if you like oud, which I did review one by Al Rahab, I do have it here. It's Den Al Oud. Oh, that's nice. Let me show it to you. If you love an oud and you like this, but you wish it was not quite as sweet, consider layering it with this. This is lovely, okay? But it's going to give it a lot more of a woodiness to it. If you like the fruity side of this fragrance, but you don't know what to combine it with, may I suggest the Lal. The Lal is basically this, but this I do not believe has any oud in it, or if it does, it's super light. Yeah, it's super duper light. This is a gourmand deluxe, basically. For this fragrance, I can say this could be like your spring, summer, and this could be your fall, winter. They very much are in the same family. But if you say, I like this, but I need it more fruity and a tad bit more floral, layer this on top. And I'll put the link to this here somewhere. Okay. So you can, check that video out. The video to Denal Oud should have been a few seconds ago when I was talking about it. Okay. So what do you need to know about golden sand other than those things? Like I said, if you like Dalal, then this could be your cooler version of Dalal. It could just kind of carry you into those cooler months. That does not mean this is a cool month only scent. This is pretty much seasonless. You could wear this any time of year and it would be fine because gourmands tend to work well all year long. They tend to not smell out of place And because oud is it can be very subtle in this iteration, you could truly wear it any time of year and it would be fine. Okay. So let's see. What else do you need to know? I'm looking at my notes. I told you about the price, I told you about the size. One thing I can say, if you love it, but maybe you want it a little bit lighter for some reason, even though I don't think this is particularly heavy, if you wanted it a bit lighter, consider taking this, removing the cap on the top of this and mixing it into a much larger body oil that's unscented. And then you can get a much lighter version of this. It would be far less intense, but still very, sweet, earthy fragrance. Still, you would get those notes, but they would not be as powerful. That being said, I loved it. I won't be keeping it though. Like I mentioned, I'll be giving it to my daughter. It's right up her alley. This is perfect for her. This goes well with her other fragrances. It's not really something I wear regularly, but do I like it? Yes. And I do have it on now. I've worn it before. The oud and the amber notes are what come out when it's dry. So that works really well for me. I like those heavier, I don't want to say heavier, but those earthier notes with a little bit more gravity to them. I like those as opposed to the super light and floral, fruity. Those lighter notes, yeah, they're fun, but I like when it dries down to something a bit more impactful. And that is what I'm getting with this. It almost, it has an almost powdery quality, but definitely it never loses the amber and the woodiness of it. But it's not nearly as woody as Denau Oud, which I love, but it can be a bit much. Um, but certainly, if you like that, you can layer those. If you like the sweeter side, you can layer it with the law. I love that this scent plays really well in between those two, and you can absolutely completely change the profile of Golden Sand by mixing it with the others. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that was helpful in determining whether it's something you want to wear. Well, wait, I just thought about something. Unisex. This could be easily worn by a man or a woman because it's not too floral. It doesn't have a lot of floral notes. It's really versatile. I could see this smelling amazing on a man or a woman for sure, especially once it dries down because oud has that woodiness to it. You're not going to have to worry about it smelling too delicate. Even though there is a softness to it, it doesn't come across as too prissy at all. So that's it. Please let me know if you've used Golden Sand. Have you compared it to any of the Sol de Janeiro scents? What are your thoughts? Oh, if you did want to make something more like 62 and 40 combined, consider this with a coconut body oil, and you'll probably get something very close to that Sol de Janeiro combo that my daughter mentioned. That's it. Please take great care. I have more reviews coming, of course, as always. So I will talk to you all very soon. Bye bye.